So we resort back to our plans when we start hanging our panels. He's just going to put his bracket on. As you can see, it is a right hanging bracket, and you'll be able to tell because your clip will be facing the back. Now that we have it hung, we can get a good idea of what our closet's going to look like. It's a nice little blueprint. Resort back to our page, looking pretty good. So from there, we'll start putting the shelves on. In order to put our shelves on to our panels, we're going to need 2 items. This is a single-sided dowel. For the middle panels, you'll want to use the double-sided dowels, which will go through both sides. As you can see, we have a hole all the way through. And in this case over here, the hole is closed. So that's where your single side will go. This is where your double-sided will go. The best way to do this is to once again resort back to your blueprints and decide where your shelves are going to go. Your top shelf is always going to be on the top hole. For a hanging section, what we like to do is go 5 holes up for our shelf to leave room for this hang. So to put your shelves in, you'll need a Phillips head screwdriver, preferably one that is small because it'll fit inside the cam a lot easier. We like to start with the top. Just tapping that shelf in, making sure that it's fully connected to our dowel. Otherwise, it will not grab correctly. So you really want to make sure that you're knocking that shelf down flush with the top of the panel. So he's just knocking it over for the space of the shelf. He's bringing the panel out a little bit so that the shelf will line up better with the panel. And that was with that same screw that we showed earlier. As you can see, flush with the top there, push down nice and good, and he's going to tighten that cam. The cam will spin a full 180 degrees. If you are not spinning a full 180 degrees, it's not going to pull in the shelf tight enough. Then from there, Tim's going to put in the next fixed shelf, making sure that that cam is locked into that dowel nice and tight. And from here, he's going to tighten those cams. Okay, so same as before, Tim's now building the middle section of our closet. He's going to put this shelf on the absolute bottom of the panels because if we resort back to our plans, we will see that we have drawer boxes and we have a bottom panel completely at the bottom. Here he's just tightening the back. This is an easier way to do this rather than doing all 4 at once. Now he'll do the front. He's just tightening those cams. And we'll go on to the right section, which is actually the same as the left. Like I said, we always like to start with our top. That'll give us a good foundation and make it a lot easier to put in that middle shelf. Now that we're nice and tight, we have the top in. Gives us our dimensions for the next one, and it's a lot easier to put in. Same situation as we put our cams in, 5 holes up, knock it in, and tighten it up. So now that we have built our closet, we have the main skeleton of our closet here. Next, we're going to level. As you can see, we are a little out of level here. So what Tim's gonna do is he's gonna take his drill and he's gonna tighten or loosen this screw, and that will bring our panel up and down. Bring that bracket down just a bit. So as you can see, nice and level. Okay, in order to anchor your closet to the wall, you're going to need a couple items. One is an L bracket, a 3/4 screw to tie your L bracket into the shelf, and a 2-inch screw to drive through the L bracket and into your stud. So you'll need a stud finder once again. What Tim's going to do is he's going to mark his stud. We're nice and level. He's going to take a 3/4 screw in his L bracket, and he's going to line his L bracket right up. He's going to take a 2-inch screw. Ensure that you are into a stud. He's going to do the same thing over here. He's marking his stud. Drill, L bracket, 3/4 inch screw. He's going to take his 2-inch. And now as you can see, he's pulling on it and it's not going anywhere. And that's what we're looking for.